Starter has his flag held aloft, and away they go then for the Crombie Wilkinson Solicitors second division of this Riders Conditions race, and Path to Freedom is one of the first to show on the run towards fence number 1. Path to Freedom will take off just then, in fact behind Cork Citizen, who was the first to jump it, and Victor Hugo towards the back with Tiny Dancer. So they make their way towards the first turn, and Cork Citizen is the leader to Path to Freedom in second. Western Promise is in third position, followed then by Grandturgeon with Not a Bother Boy as they jump fence number 2. And the last one to jump it, Victor Hugo, just being preceded by Tiny Dancer. They make this turn into the straight, with 2 fences awaiting them up here, and Cork Citizen and Claire Herdwick to Path to Freedom in second position. Not a Bother Boy is close up behind those, with Western Promise towards the outside of runners. Grandturgeon not that far behind those. Simply Sam also in that chasing group with Crazy Jack. Air Glider not that far away. Royal Deal being bumped along, as is normal for him, and Victor Hugo just whipping him in, with Tiny Dancer just in front of that one. 2Bs is also towards the rear division. So jumping fence number 4, Cork Citizen from Western Promise and Path to Freedom. Not a Bother Boy and Air Glider came next in the field. Shantou Prince racing in about 6th or 7th place with the maroon colours with the green cap. Grandturgeon then towards the inside, the grey horse with Simply Sam. Air Glider around horses. Crazy Jack comes next, and they're then being followed by Royal Deal scrubbed along, and 2Bs as they cross over. Next one, fence number 5, and still at the back, Victor Hugo. So then on the downhill run towards fence number 6, and Cork Citizen making the running just about a length or so front of Path to Freedom. They're being chased by Western Promise, and then came Shantou Prince with Grandturgeon towards the inside. Not a Bother Boy is next, followed by Crazy Jack and Air Glider. Royal Deal is next in the field with 2Bs as they jump the open ditch for the first time. Simply Sam just went past 2Bs, and then the strugglers already well tailed off from the others, Victor Hugo and Tiny Dancer. They race away towards the 8th fence here, and the leading 11 are within about 6 or 8 lengths of each other, and it's Path to Freedom mixing it up front with Cork Citizen. Path to Freedom on the inside with the white cap, also orange colours carried by Cork Citizen. They're being chased by Western Promise. Will Biddick making a rare raid to Yorkshire in 3rd position. Shantou Prince is in 4th. Not a Bother Boy is in 5th place, with Air Glider next in the field. Grandturgeon the favourites in about 6th or 7th towards the inside, followed then by Crazy Jack and 2Bs, Simply Sam, Royal Deal driven, and then this gap to the others as they make this turn towards the home straight, with Victor Hugo and Tiny Dancer, the 2 remaining a little bit way behind the others, but perhaps not just as far behind as they were on the downhill run. But all 13 still stand as they race towards the first of 2 fences in succession here that come at them fairly quickly. Path to Freedom, just a narrow advantage there over Cork Citizen. And they're being chased then by Shantou Prince, with Grandturgeon just locked away towards the inside, going fairly well for Alex Edwards. Western Promise is kept wide on the course by Will Biddick. Air Glider is amongst those chasing the leaders as they cross this next fence, where 2Bs was just on his nose slightly. Royal Deal looks an exhausting ride, having to be driven for much of the first 1.5 miles or so of the contest. So they come past us and race towards the 12th fence here in the Crombie Wilkinson sponsored Riders Conditions race. And Path to Freedom is the leader here, the double-seeking John Dawson. Grandturgeon the favourite given ground to no one on the inside. He's in second place. Royal Deal gets a reminder out the back, so they race on down the hill. Grandturgeon nips through on the inside to take the lead now. They race these fences running on down the hill. Western Promise comes alongside. They're followed by Path to Freedom. And next in the field then is Cork Citizen with Not a Bother Boy, and we lost Air Glider who unseated the rider there. So the first casualty as they race towards the big open ditch here. Western Promise in the centre, Grandturgeon towards the left as we look at them from behind. A good jump from Path to Freedom. They're followed by Not a Bother Boy, and Cork Citizen is driven along. 2Bs has made good headway into sixth position. Then Simply Sam, Shantou Prince has lost a position or two, followed then by Crazy Jack, Royal Deal and Victor Hugo. At the last down this side of the course, the leader's order was pretty much unchanged, and they're racing towards the final bottom side of the course with three fences left to jump here, and it's Path to Freedom with Grandturgeon, the favourite, in second, just 3 parts of a length down. Western Promise is now driven by Will Biddick back in third place. Here we are at the third from the finish. Grandturgeon and Path to Freedom, very little to separate the leading pair. They're 6 or 8 lengths in front of Western Promise as they begin the exit from the far side of the course. Cork Citizen is a further 8 lengths down. 2Bs, Not a Bother Boy and Shantou Prince don't look to have any chance of catching the leader. So they're in line for home, 2 fences to jump, and Grandturgeon has come to the front here under Alex Edwards the Grey. Path to Freedom's 2 lengths down in second, and there's a wide margin back to the others headed by Western Promise. 2 out. Grandturgeon 2 lengths back to Path to Freedom in second. 2Bs has run on into third from Western Promise, then Shantou Prince and Not a Bother Boy. They've 1 more fence left to jump, and Grandturgeon loves it here at Sheriff Hutton, getting a little bit idle in front. Here's the final fence. Grandturgeon clears it in fine style. Path to Freedom looking tired now in second, and Grandturgeon is going to collect this as he wants. Grandturgeon wins here for the second time. Grandturgeon the winner, Path to Freedom in second, 2Bs running on quite strongly in third. It's going to be a bit of a race on for 4. Western Promise, maybe just from Cork Citizen, who finished 5th in front of Victor Hugo, who's run on from a mile back into 6th place. And then came Crazy Jack, who's